Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Melody. Here on my channel, we talk a lot about shopping and trying not to shop and ethical consumerism, that sort of thing. I relaunched my channel back at the end of December, and I did that for a few different reasons. I can link some videos down below that kind of explain that. But what I wanted to share with you today, because we're, like 8 months into this, some of the surprising things that I noticed since relaunching my YouTube channel. Okay. Number one is I have a channel about ethical consumerism. But since I started my channel, I've been paying less attention to how things are sourced and who is making them. So one of the biggest reasons I started was to spread awareness and hopefully influence people to make more ethical decisions in consumerism and how they buy things based on, like, specifically, my biggest thing is about labor trafficking. That is a huge burden on my heart, and a lot of what we wear and consume and do is made by trafficked people. So I unfortunately have been paying a lot less attention to that. However, I've been buying a lot less, and so buying less is like step one in being a more ethical consumer. So it's not like I'm not paying attention to ethics and consumerism at all, but that one aspect of who made my clothing. Did anybody suffer for me to enjoy this item? That question I am not asking myself so much before I make purchases. And part of it is just because, like, you know, myself, I'm not going to make a dent into this broken system that we have going on in our world. So it's a little bit based on being discouraged about that. Number two, solving the problem has to come from something much greater than me. And when I've done things like lobbied Congress and that sort of thing, that is definitely more effective than me simply not buying things that were made in sweatshops. So that's a big part of why I haven't been, but I do want to turn back to that. In addition to buying less. So buying less is a huge deal. It's been a huge feat for me, but it also makes a big impact on the planet and kind of voting with our dollars type thing that I've talked about in previous videos. So that's one surprising thing. The next surprising thing, I'm going to have three. The next surprising thing, number two, is the support that I receive on my channel. So it's twofold. One is I have some super fans, if I do say so myself. They watch every video, comment on every video, and I am so appreciative of them. Also, other creators. So it's been very nice this time around to kind of get into the fold with some other creators, and I likewise watch and comment on their videos, and it's been really great to make those connections. I have gotten out of that in the last couple months just because, like, most of my videos were pre-filmed and I had to step away from being super active on my channel, but now I can turn back to being a good, supportive YouTube creator friend. And so yeah, that's been surprising to me, is that how loyal people can be to such a small channel as mine. But on the flip side of that is there's some people that I would expect to support me in my efforts, like real life friends, and it's just not there. And that's fine. I know they care for me dearly as a friend, so it has nothing to do with that. I think they're just not aware of how important that support is in the YouTube community. So I would love if they would subscribe and watch and comment and all that kind of stuff. That would be fantastic. But if it's not their thing, it's not their thing, and I can still continue to be a supportive friend to them in all of their endeavors, despite it not coming back around to me. So that's surprise number 2. Now, the third thing, I don't know if I'm calling these surprises or lessons or whatever, but the third thing is that I'm sticking to it. If you recall, one of the reasons I started my channel was because I needed to commit to something. I have great ideas, but I never follow through. And so I wanted to follow through with this. And so far I have. We're 3/4 of the way through a year now with this, and I have put out at least 2 videos every week. My goal was to put out 2 videos every week, and I have done that or surpassed that every single week of these 8 months, and I'm not generally good at follow through. So it's that personal discipline that I am really excited about. It has definitely, YouTube has given me something very concrete and tangible to read and to gauge my discipline and my efforts in this, because I can just know or look and see that I have, or I have not, but so far it's only been I have put out 2 videos a week, and that's just been so fantastic for me. As many of you know, I was really sick leading up into making or relaunching my channel, and that only further compounded, you know, my sluggish nature that usually comes during winter, my tendency to not follow through on things. So it just kind of made everything worse. But having something, a project like this, and I'm considering this whole channel a self-improvement project. So having a self-improvement project such as this, with the accountability that's built in because you're putting things out there on the internet, has just been fantastic for me, and I am still super excited that this is something that I'm doing. I'm really excited to be able to focus on it again and put weekly efforts into continuing to produce videos, because the last 3 months it's been very hit or miss if I've been able to put in effort to it. So I'm back at it, and I'm super excited to be back at it. So there you go. Those are the 3 things that come to mind when I think about things that I've learned or surprises since I have relaunched my YouTube channel back in December. I thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. If you're not subscribed, please do so. Come back. I would love it. And if you have a small channel, comment below. Let's be friends. I would love to know. All right? Have a fantastic day. Bye.